Howdy folks, Synthetic Mason back again today with part 2 of my tiny transformers. You got good guys, you need bad guys. It's why the good guys are often referred to as the good guys, is because there's somebody that opposes them that's not as great and deemed thus the bad guys. Yeah, so here we go, my Decepticons. I originally didn't have the Stunticons, and then I made them because there wasn't enough Decepticons. There's, like, when you think Decepticons, there's like the Seekers, which, you know, depending on which series, there's like, what, 12 of those guys or something silly. There's 9 that I know of at least, but anyways. And then there's, like, you know, 4 or 5 Cassetticons with Soundwave, and then the Insecticons, Constructicons. Like after that, Decepticons just go into combiners. Anyways, so we're gonna save the Stunticons for last because Stunticons do something cool. But anyways, so for starters, I've got a tiny little Laserbeak and Ravage, which go nicely next to that little blue boom box. For transformation, he just opens up. Soundwave is superior. Yeah, something like that. And then, super proud of this one, Astro Train. Yeah, train or shuttle. Kind of mode, nose cone, wings, rockets, pseudo tail fin. I think it works. Train mode. Yeah, you get the control house of the train there, or the engineer room, sides of the train, smokestack, front of the train. I think it sells it. And then for robot mode, ta-da! Yeah, I think he's fun. I desperately wanted to do a Blitzwing. Probably one of my favorite. I mean, hands down, as far as Decepticons go, the Stunticons more or less are my favorite. But then Blitzwing, love that guy. One of the first, probably 10 Transformers I got growing up as a kid. I think Blitzwing was number 8, and instantly one of my favorites. So jet mode, yeah, almost looks like he has landing gear. Totally unintentional. Transform into, now it's supposed to be tank, but because of scale, he ended up being more of just a military ground vehicle with a rocket on it. Go with me. So bring the wings forward, flip it over, bring up the cannon, and military tank cannon vehicle. Yeah. Close as I can get. They're really tiny. And then to transform him into robot mode, you just gotta stand him up when he's in his tank mode. If you can stand here, hang out with your buddy Astro Train, and then you guys can support each other like you do. So yeah. For the Seekers, like I said, there's a ton of these guys. So I did 2, because I think for the original Seekers there was essentially 3 different wing molds. Like you had your standard, which was Starscream, Skywarp, and I don't remember the third. And then there was the second wave that had Ramjet, Thrust, and a third. But anyways, I didn't have these brand new fancy Lego 2x2 wings. I currently only have them in black and white, so I had to get creative when building a third jet. So I went with Ramjet because he had that longer wing styling that I figured I could get away with. So anyways, transformation on these guys. Ramjet's the easiest. You just fold up the windscreen, Stand him up. That's it. Some of these guys, you don't have to get too complicated for. Now the other two Seekers, I thought they turned out really well. So jet mode, and then to turn into robot, we bring up the nose cone, rotate the fins so that they're now the toes of the feet, flip around the wings on the back. We'll bring back down the little nose cone as a kickstand, and ta-da! And then obviously same thing for Starscream here. All right, and now Megatron. I tried to keep him as tiny as possible, still be in scale with the other guys, and like a literal transformation. So aside from the barrel of the gun being off center, but from the particular side which I prefer people to see it from, it doesn't look too bad. So transformation for him. Start by bringing up the sight and arm until it is in a position where the clip and the innards of this 1x bracket are not touching, and that way this clip on top I can rotate around, and now we can do whatever we want with the arm. But what we're actually going to do first is slide the barrel inside the clip to the edge, rotate that around to the back, fold the arm over, rotate the head, and I like this. This was a happy little accident here. The barrel is now underneath his arm, so he's uber G1, but that's only when the arm is in the out firing position. Otherwise, it's just on his back where it kind of should be. For the other arm, we're going to raise out, rotate over, and drop that back down. For the legs, we will straighten them and then twist them so that they're one left, one right. And there we have Decepticon leader Megatron. I think it turned out pretty good considering. Small as possible. But yeah, that's my Decepticon army. So on to Menasor, which comes from the Stunticons, which are, let's get these guys out of the way. Motormaster, big semi-truck hauling box trailer. Wind Rider. I'm literally cheating and looking at a picture here. Dead End, while I think of their names. Drag strip and breakdown here. So here they are. Motormaster ended up being a little smaller than I wanted him to be. I'm still kind of tinkering with some ideas, but I wanted to show you my tiny formers, and I needed more bad guys, so I did these guys last night, whereas most of the other tiny formers I've been working on or on and off again for a while. Oh, this should be interesting. So while I have these guys out, I'm going to show you a microscale Stunticons mini formers that I did a while back. Now, mind you, I stole some parts from my original drag strip, so to make my new drag strip, but hopefully you can still kind of get the idea. Let's see, where's the rest of them here? There you go. So it kind of gives you an idea of my original bunch. And then for transformation, Motormaster, to bring the windshield up, fold out the sides. Wind Rider? Yeah. I'm going to forget these again. Wind Rider, kind of just stand him up. for dead end. We're going to break him in half and expose kind of head there. Same transformation with drag strip. And break down here, same as his counterpart. Sorry, my math is not as evenly laid out as it looks. So there they are. And then just as a comparison, I have drag strip, come on, yep, totally not prepared, non-professional. That's kind of how I roll. Well, I guess these guys are in bits and pieces. But yeah, there's like a dead end. A headless for some reason. Oh, there it is. Breakdown. And one more, right? Where are we at? I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you guys now. Oh, he's missing his head too. Okay, well, forget that. Unprofessional, uncut. I will show you guys that interpretation of Menasor and Stunticons some other time, because that is just a headache. So let's combine these guys. So from Motor Master, we're actually going to just take his cab, rotate it to the back, and the only parts forming this guy has is he just adds a waist piece, which it's not pretty, but you could leave that on in truck mode if you really wanted to. Not pretty. So we'll get that windshield out of the way. For his legs, I'm going to grab Wind Rider and actually bend the front of the vehicle down and break down. So now we got some legs going. Yeah. For the arms, we'll grab dead end here and drag strip. And there we go. Certainly something to give the Transformers a run for their money with. But yeah, so this has been my Lego Decepticons Tiny Transformers. Thanks for breaking it up with me, folks. As always with any of my videos, don't forget to feel free to comment if you guys see something that you like, or more importantly, if you see something that you feel you could have done better, let me know, and by all means, build it. These guys are pretty small. I may do a tutorial coming up. If you guys think I should, let me know. I could probably do a tutorial on these guys really easy. I think going forward, as far as tutorials go, sorry in advance, but I think I'm going to try and stick to, like, if it's a build that's like 100 bricks or less, I feel like I can do that as a tutorial, but anything bigger than that, and I feel like it's just going to take up too much time, and then I'll spend most of my time doing tutorials as opposed to new builds, and I want to give you guys new stuff, so. But I do random weird stuff. I mean, I don't even know what's going on there. Anyways, thanks for bringing it up, folks.